Tears of the Kingdom will return. With the release of the Sage Amiibos, there are now new paragliders in Tears of the Kingdom. That means there are new key items that I'm missing. That means I haven't 100%ed the game yet. So Tears of the Kingdom will return. However, not anytime soon. I'm gonna hold off on bringing back Tears of the Kingdom for a while for two reasons. One, I need to Switch 2 first. And two, I'm gonna wait until the Minoru amiibo comes out. We now only have amiibos for Tulin, Riju, Sidon, and Yonobo. We're still missing the one for Minoru. That'll come at some point in the future. So I'm gonna wait for that to come out first, and also get my hands on a Switch 2. And then Tears of the Kingdom will return. I plan to possibly have the game return anyways with Zelda notes. But, well, this is more of an incentive for me to actually bring it back. I also need to figure out how to make Zelda notes work, as in on the screen with the gameplay. I don't know how to do that. So I didn't watch any shows for today. Figured tonight would just be rather chill. Just gonna shiny hunt and relax. I'm feeling much better. I'm not completely recovered just yet. My sore throat is almost completely gone, and that sharp stabbing pain in the side of my mouth is pretty much all gone. All that's left is my sinuses. I need to blow my nose a lot still. So not completely fully recovered just yet, but almost there, getting there. While my sore throat is almost completely gone, I still don't want to overstress my voice. And also, I just didn't have time to watch any new shows and any new episodes. So hopefully next time, I will have watched something to discuss. For now though, we're just gonna sit back, relax, shiny hunt. Today in Pokemon Go, I got my first ever, would you believe? I got my first ever shiny Groudon in the game that I caught myself. I do have a shiny Groudon in the game before today, but that was traded to me. So today, I finally got my very own shiny Groudon for the very first time in Pokemon Go. And then later on today, I also got a shiny Throw. Also today, I also got my hands on the Mightiest Mark Porygon Z. By getting myself another Porygon 2 with the Mightiest Mark and evolving it, I now have a Mightiest Mark Porygon Z. I forgot just how much work it takes to unlock 7-star raids. Not only do you need to, beat the game's storyline, so do the 8 gyms, do the 5 team star bases, do the 5 titans with Arven, and then beat the game's concluding storyline with the Professor and the Time Machine. After that, you need to rematch all 8 gym leaders, participate in the Ace tournament, and then do 10 5-star raids before you can unlock 7-star raids. I didn't realize there was so much to do. I was already in post-game. What I needed to do was the gym leader rematches, the Ace tournament, and 10 5-star raids. But regardless, I got that done. And now I have myself not only a Porygon Z that is Mightiest Mark, but also a spare account where, in case this happens again, where we get a Mightiest Mark 7-star raid that can evolve, I have a spare game on the side ready. You guys remember a while ago when I said that I was shiny hunting Baltoy? Was it Baltoy? No, I was shiny hunting Ralts. And my team caught Pokerus? Well, last time, I mentioned that I had finished the 8th gym badge in Brilliant Diamond, and all I needed to do was beat the Elite Four and Champion Cynthia, and then I'm done. Then I can move on to Legends Arceus. Well, on the way from the 8th gym, Victory Road, on the way, my team caught Pokerus again. How crazy is that? So I have finished replaying Brilliant Diamond. I have now moved on to replaying Legends Arceus. And same thing with the beginning of Brilliant Diamond. It is such a drag at the beginning. But I know once I start playing, once I get more into the game, the less of a drag it'll feel. But for right now, it is such a drag. You know, there's so much dialogue to get through. It's so boring and tedious. You know, I have no problems replaying Pokemon games like Black and White. Starting brand new, that's actually fun. These games, though, not really. Playing from the very beginning again, it's not that fun. At least that's me. At least that's how I feel. Oh, also yesterday I got a Hundo Mawile in Pokemon Go from Field Research. Nice. I posted it onto a Discord server, and this dude who also got the same thing, also got a Hundo Mawile from Field Research, DM'd me like, yo, I see from your screenshot that you and I live actually pretty close. You want to be friends? You want to add each other add each other as friends on Pokemon Go and try to be lucky friends? I'm like, sure. And you know, speaking of friends, earlier today a couple of friends came by and paid me a visit at work. One friend in particular, a certain Dick, who recommended From to me, that guy. Well, he has a new girlfriend. He's had a new girlfriend for a while. Today, I saw him walk by, so he made a brief cameo. He walked by with 2 chicks. He walked by with 2 ladies beside him. His girlfriend and then some other person I don't know. He didn't really stop by to say hi. You know, we made eye contact. And then he just despawned for the rest of the day. So then I'm just like, alright, so that's the game you're playing now, huh? That's how you're rolling now, huh? 2 ladies? Alright, I see you now. I know the type of man you are. I know what kind of man you are. But all jokes aside, he revealed to me later on that one was his girlfriend and the other was his girlfriend's sister. His sister who, his girlfriend's sister who is, I think he said like 14 years old. So all jokes aside, you know. And then, hold on, let me leak the DMs, because he sent me something earlier. Okay, so he texted me saying, LMAOOO, my girlfriend's sister said, I can tell your friend is insecure about his height. Ha 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 ha. And I just replied, well, no fucking shit. Standing next to your tall ass and all the other guys. No shit. I'm the shortest guy in the group. Well, no shit, I'm insecure about my height compared to all my friends when I am the shortest. Literally, I kid you not, all of them are eye level, except for me. I'm the only one who needs to look up to look at them. Which will be the same case when I die. I will be looking up at everyone I love. You know, I had a realization that maybe there is a benefit to being short. And now, it's not like this benefit will come into play, really, ever. So, this is a random reference. This is far-reaching. Do you guys remember the episode of The Amazing World of Gumball, where Gumball and Darwin are trying to help Rocky with finding a date? So they help him set up a dating profile. No matter what selfie Rocky took, he always looked bad and evil. Darwin said it's because you're taking pictures low. When you take pictures low, it doesn't look good. See? Ugly, pretty. Ugh. So Darwin says a view from above looks better. A view from below makes you look ugly. Well, I may be rather short. However, if any tall ladies out there would like to look down upon me and look at my better side, rather than a short girl looking up at me, at my uglier side, well then, by all means, ladies, all my tall queens out there, what am I talking about anymore? But yeah, do you guys remember that episode? Darwin said, looking from below, what? Looking down looks better than looking up at yourself? Well, if a tall lady were to look downwards, that means that she would be looking at me better than if she was short and looking at me from an upwards angle. Maybe I cracked the code. Maybe being a little bit short would be beneficial. But like I said, it's not like this advantage will ever come into play. Ever. I did start a little bit late today. Don't worry about that. I think I've made up my mind. I will not shiny hunt Arceus. No thank you. I will pass. I will decline doing that. If Dialga with Shiny Charm is taking this long, imagine how long Arceus will take. Full odds and extra long resets. No thank you. I will pass. I will skip right over Arceus. So I really am going to have put all the effort in replaying Brilliant Diamond and Legends Arceus just to catch Arceus regularly in a normal Pokeball for my living decks. Well, I was gonna have to do it sooner or later. I'm 50% done now. Another friend of mine showed up today. He wanted to buy a couple of car stickers. And he bought one that said, let me pull it up to make sure I know exactly what that said. He bought a car sticker that says MILF. MILF. Man, I love fishing. He bought a MILF sticker. Man, I love fishing. So our friend in the group chat asked, have you ever even fished before? You gonna attract all the white dads. I'm just like, yes, the MILF attracting the white dads. Shout out to you for streaming this game, one of the best Pokemon games. Thank you, Cloudy... Oh my god. Oh, Cloudy Chameleon. I almost butchered your name entirely. Thank you for that, Cloudy Chameleon. Yeah, these games are pretty elite when it comes to shiny hunting legendaries. Sometimes they take long, like you can see how long it's taking, how long Dialga's taking. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Can Cloudy Chameleon please bring the shiny luck? Let's see. Because, please, Dialga, please. I'm begging you, shine already. It's been so long. I just want to move on to Palkia. Oh, sorry, my fingers are dangling in the screen. Charm or no charm? Yes, I have the shiny charm. And it appears to be broken. Did you just put soon trademark in the chat? Ugh. He holds the rights. You know, while looking up this song, on the suggested was Memories by Maroon 5, and that actually reminded me of something I wanted to mention, because I thought about something. So, me growing up, my generation growing up, at least people like me who actually watch those shows, the Disney Channel actors and actresses, those were the faces that we grew up knowing and grew up associating with Disney, or at least the Disney Channel. People like Selena Gomez, Cole and Dylan Sprouse, Ashley Tisdale, Zendaya, you know, those faces. Maroon 5, like Ross Lynch. And then that got me wondering, who are the faces that kids nowadays recognize, associate with the Disney Channel? Because from what I see, Disney Channel is just all cartoons. I don't really see any new shows that are really all that special. You know, other shows like Wizards of Waverly Place, like Hannah Montana, Zack and Cody, Austin and Ally, Good Luck Charlie. I don't really see shows like that anymore. You stopped watching after Sweet Life on Deck was peak? I still see no one talk about the Disney Channel connected universe. Because believe it or not, those shows did do a bunch of crossovers. Sweet Life on Deck crossed over with Wizards, crossed over with... Which one was it? They had a 3-show crossover. Which one was it? Good Luck Charlie crossed over with Shake It Up. Jessie crossed over with Sweet Life. We saw Mr. Mosby on it. Oh yes, Hannah Montana, you're right. Hannah Montana was the 3rd show. We also saw the Jesse crossover with Austin and Ally. And wasn't there a crossover with Good Luck Charlie? Good Luck Charlie, didn't that crossover with, like, I don't want to say wizards, was it? Crossword. Okay, all I see here was Good Luck Charlie crossed over with Shake It Up and Jesse. Oh my god, Good Luck Charlie was 2010? Oh god, that was 15 years ago. Oh my lord. 15 years ago. But, okay, yeah, now I remember the connection. So, it's crazy to think that whenever you're watching Good Luck Charlie, wizards exist in that world. Because you have to remember, Wizards of Waverly Place crossed over with Sweet Life on Deck. Mr. Mosby from that show crossed over into Jesse, and Jesse crossed over with Good Luck Charlie. So there are wizards in this world. You're watching Good Luck Charlie, you're watching Sweet Life on Deck, Shake It Up. What was the other one? Austin and Ally. There are wizards and other creatures in the same universe. Because Shake It Up crossed over with Austin and Ally. I think so, right? Such grounded shows. Sitcoms. And then you realize there are actual magic wielders in the same universe. And then we also saw our fair share of creatures, different mythical creatures on Wizards. We saw werewolves, we saw vampires. Anyways, we're getting off topic. I don't know who, I don't know who the faces are of Disney now that kids like me grew up seeing. Oh god, probably just watch Cocomelon and TikTok now. Oh god, Cocomelon. I will be forever grateful I grew up the generation that I did. The generation that was witnessing YouTube's beginnings. And too early for all this brain rot. Oh, you want to hear something? So, I mentioned earlier today a friend of mine showed up. He bought the car stickers. He bought the MILF sticker. Back when Smosh was #1. Amen to that. So, he asked me, your sister was married, right? Or your sister got married, right? And I'm like, yeah, she got married a year ago. And then I told him that my sister's husband's brother is getting married this month. He asked if I'm going. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be invited or not. It's going to be a small ceremony. wouldn't you be so ecstatic and thrilled if you were their parents? Both your sons getting married back to back. Your oldest son gets married, and then a year later, your other son gets married. Wouldn't you be so thrilled to be their parents? Anyways, so I told him that my sister's husband's brother is getting married, and he asked, when's it your turn? I'm like, I wish, man. I wish. So then we were walking around, and I'm just like, hey, that chick over there is quite hot. And he's just like, whoa, what are you saying? I'm just like, what are you talking about? You asked me minutes ago when it will be my turn to get married, and now you're reacting like this? Jeez, the double standards, man. He's just like, yup. So I have another story to tell today. Another case of bullshit I had to deal with at work. Only this time, it wasn't really me who dealt with it. I just had to stand by and watch what I did not enjoy seeing happen. Or hearing. What? So basically, we've had this customer for years, this regular, she's a regular, she comes to us all the damn time, and her brother came on his own, 2 different times now, and both times, I was the one helping him. I'm not gonna go into details, like specific details on what it was he purchased, what it was he wanted. Just know that his prescription was high, it was not easy to do, and what he wanted were expensive items, right? So obviously he used the same lines that I swear to you, I've just never heard it before. It's the first time. I never heard it once before. Just constantly telling me, I got recommended to you because I heard that I was told that you give good prices, discounts. So I tried my best. I gave him the best price that I could, and he's just like, damn, that's expensive, you can't do any lower? It's like, I cannot, it's all based on your prescription. Look at how high your prescription is. This is the best price I can do. Especially considering half of what you want, I have to special order for you, and I'm giving you the best price I can on that as well. Add them together, the first thing he bought was $400, and then the second he bought was like $280. Like, these were expensive items, alright? And remember, prescription as well, which was a high prescription, so not easy to do. Not impossible, but just not easy to do. So, the second purchase, the $280, he paid in full for that. But the first one, the one that was $400, he left a $100 deposit. So when he came back for pickup, being today, he would have to pay $300 as the remaining. So both times he came, he was alone, he was by himself, and he just kept on hitting me with the same lines, like, you're not giving me any discounts, man. I was recommended to come to you guys because you give good deals. I'm just like, I'm giving you the best I can. This is the lowest I can do. Because it's based on your prescription. Your prescription's not light. It's rather high. So, you know, he's telling me, like, you give on... He keeps on saying, you give my sister good discount, good deal. She comes to you all the time. So, did you pay attention to me saying he came alone the first 2 times? Because this time he came with his sister. The punk freaking brought her to incentivize us to lower the price for him. So because the sister is a regular, my sister helped with them. I was standing beside them. I sprung up trying to explain, like, this is the best deal we're trying to do. This is the best deal I'm giving, you know? It's all based on prescription, his high prescription. And then she's just like, come on, you could have done a little bit more. Man. So, what does my sister do? Like, I really tried my best. I tried to stand there and explain, like, these are, you know, the best prices that we can do. Realistically, what are you expecting, right? How much lower can you really expect for what it is you're purchasing, what you're ordering, and this high prescription? Like, what are you realistically expecting, right? Like, before I got a chance to say all that, my sister was the one who opened her mouth. And she's just like, all right, your total is 300. I'll take 250 instead. I'm just standing there like, what the fuck? I didn't say that. I couldn't say anything. All I could do was just stand there because she already said it. I can't be like, no. 300, not 250. I can't do that. She already said it. Man, all that time and effort I spent talking to this guy, convincing him, explaining to him, this is the best price I can do altogether. Trust me, this is the best that I can do. And then here my sister goes, just like, all right, $50 less. She's just like, what the hell, man? I couldn't say anything, I couldn't do anything, I just had to just stand there and accept it. And this fucking guy, he pays only with credit card. Now, you've heard me rant time and time again in the past about credit cards and debit cards. But I'm gonna rant about it again. You know, there's a reason that businesses do not want you to use credit cards. They prefer cash, but nobody carries cash anymore, or debit. But some people out there, they have such a boner for using only credit cards that they don't even carry a debit card. It's credit card or nothing. We all know damn well nobody's gonna pay with cash these days. You know, that's rarer than this shiny Dialga. We all know nobody paying with cash. So everyone wants to use a credit card. Everyone wants that sweet, sweet credit. Like, that's all they think about. That's all they care about. Sure, it's good to build credit, but honestly, who cares? Right? If a business tells me no credit card, debit please, I don't argue with them. I just do it. I just use a debit card. I don't argue with them. But last time I was here, I was allowed to use a credit card. But all I have is credit card. I don't have debit or cash. Don't argue. Just do what you're told. So there's a reason why businesses prefer debit over credit card, because credit card, there's more of a transaction fee. There's more tax, right? It costs the business every time a card is used. That's why cash is most preferred. But nobody in their mind is using cash these days. So my sister was like, I do $250 for you instead of $300. Cash, debit, he's just like, I only have credit card? Oh, we don't take credit card. But I only have credit card. It's like, motherfucker. One, we got less money than we should have. And two, now we're getting even less than that thanks to the goddamn transaction fees between, compared debit to credit. It's like, fuck, man. Before anyone argues, $50, that's not that much. You know, you'll live. You're right, $50 in the grand scheme's not that much. But when, you know what doing this has enabled? Every time this guy comes back, he will always expect the same treatment. No matter what price I tell him, even if it is the best price, he will always be like, but last time you took 50 off of my total. Why can't you do that this time? And every other time I come back. So that's what that has enabled now. Now every time this guy comes back, it's gonna be the same bullshit I have to hear every single time. But please, please lower the price. You did so last time, please, sir. It's gonna be the same shit every single time. That's what that has enabled. Like, it really makes me mad. It upsets me so much. I tell you a price, that's the price. Why is that so hard to understand? I tell you the price, don't be like, no, less. And when I tell you no, don't get upset. Don't try to argue, just accept it. As if I'm gonna change my answer. You know how for Hollywood, in order to break even, a film needs to do 2.5 times the budget, the cost to produce the damn thing? So for example, if a movie cost $10 million to make, it would need to make $25 million back in order for it to be considered not a flop, for it to break even. The same thing applies to when businesses sell items, right? Maybe not 2.5 times the amount, maybe just twice. So if I bring something into the store to sell, me bringing it in cost $5, I'll sell it for $10, right? It's the same thing. So I order these expensive brand name items in. Let's say I order it in, it costs like $150, and bare minimum, I'm trying to give the best deal $300. They will talk it down like $280, $250. And when someone other than me says yes, it's like, well, that's less money for us. Sure, we made back what we spent to bring it in, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason things are priced the way they are. They're not skyrocket high. I order something in that costs $100. I'm not selling it for $1,000. You know, I really wish, even though pretty obvious why businesses and myself cannot do this, I really wish some cases I could show them the cost price of how much it is to order it. Like, alright, you want this product? Me ordering it in costs this much. As a business, it makes sense to, charge you double, right? So that we earn back what we spent to order it in, plus that amount to profit. Really wish I could just show them and explain them that, so that they can't say shit. But you know damn well they're gonna say shit. They're gonna be like, it cost you $200 to order it in, You don't need to charge me 400, right? You can charge me like 350. You'll still make your money back. They will damn well do that, and you know they will. How long have we been listening to this for? Over 20 minutes. I think it's time we change up the song. You know what I wish I could do sometimes? After days like this, dealing with bullshit at work? Sometimes, the only satisfying release is a primal scream. I wish I could just yell my lungs out when I get home. However, I can't do that. Say, even if I did that here, I know my dad would rush into the room like, "What happened? Are you okay, son?" And then how do I explain to him I'm doing a primal scream to relieve my anger from today at work? Like, I don't want my dad busting down the door to check if his son is okay if I were to do a primal scream while doing this here. I don't exactly want to do it outside, so all my neighbors will notice. And I'm afraid to do it when I'm alone at home, because I'm afraid one of my neighbors will call the cops. Let's see. No one support PTC 24. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. I also took the liberty of blowing my nose and turning off lights in the house. Well, I got not much else to discuss. I'm gonna watch the Mr. Beast video that came out today. $1 versus $500,000 romantic date. Well, we can never lift that up, can we, fellas? I did see you posted on Instagram. He went to Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay. Rented the whole restaurant. Damn, watching this video makes me... Wow. Finally! Finally! That took so long! Finally! At last! We have Dialga! We get to move on! Oh, where did my stylus go? First thing, take off the rubber band. Wipe off the spit. Take off the rubber band. Where did my stylus go? Is it back in the... Is it behind the 3DS? It is. Watch, I pulled out the game card. Forgive me, I'm still a little bit sick. Oh, finally, Dialga! That took so incredibly long. As always, it's a little more subtle than I always expect. I always expect Dialga to be much more vibrant. Let's straighten this out. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm actually nervous, given how long this took. Maybe I should have paralyzed it first. Yeah, I should have paralyzed it first. This is going to take a while to chip down the health. Given how long this took, I'm not risking using another move besides False Swipe. Oh, of course Iron Tail lands. When I use Iron Tail, it never lands. I think I'll lower the health just a little bit more. Perfect. I will take this opportunity to use a Roto Catch. Wow, not only did it avoid Thunder Wave, it also landed a crit on me. Of course it did. Alright, setup's now complete. Now we throw Pokeballs until we catch it. Man, you guys have no idea how nervous I am. I am actually nervous. Just because of how long this took. It didn't reach Mewtwo length, but it still is a close second place. There's a hair on the screen. How'd that get there? Funny enough, that did less damage than the moves that were not super effective. Yes! Yes! This took so long! Shiny Dialga. Far from struggling. And we got a docile nature. Really now? That's the wrong date. That says the wrong date. It is not 2011. What? Why'd the date change? Well, whatever. Sad thing is, that date is permanent. Oh well. It's not like I'm going to delete the shiny Dialga, put on the right date, and then shiny hunt it again with the correct date. I didn't do anything to change the date. I didn't do anything with the settings. I don't know why the date's different. Oh well, it is what it is. I mean, I had no reason to ever suspect that the date would be different, because I didn't do anything to change it. Finally, we have shiny Dialga. Unfortunately with the wrong date, but it is what it is. Well, we now have shiny Dialga. I don't think I'm gonna start Palkia tonight. So with this, I will call it here. We finally got shiny Dialga. Next time we will start shiny hunting Palkia. And I will make sure, I'm going to do it right after I finish this. Right after I end. I will make sure the date is correct. So, thanks for watching everybody. Dialga took long enough. We shall move on next time to Palkia. See you guys then.